What's up everybody, I am Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. Everybody who wants to be a successful entrepreneur has the same question. Is my business idea a good idea? The truth is, your idea is a small part of your business's success. Your execution will determine how you ultimately do. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Let's go over 5 ridiculous, crazy, stupid, or whatever you want to call them ideas that made people very, very successful. And no, I'm not hating on these ideas. I actually love some of the creativity that these products have. I just want to show you that you don't have to come up with some complex and super crazy product to be super successful. First, colorful. See that? Rubber bands. So, Robert Croak, after attending a Japanese trade show, had the idea to turn rubber bands into a colorful fashion accessory. Nobody wants to walk around wearing these ugly yellow rubber bands on their wrists, so Robert had the idea to add some color and turn them into shapes like this and then sell them. Turns out school kids loved wearing these bracelets. During their peak, this company Silly Bandz was selling over 1 million packs of these colorful bracelets every single week. Wow. And that's when things got really interesting because schools started to ban Silly Bandz, saying that they were distracting students. So this brought in a whole new wave of free PR for the Silly Bandz company. And this made kids want Silly Bandz even more because now it's kind of like you're trading Silly Bandz on the black market during recess. So Silly Bandz made something like $200 million in their best year. So I guess it's not so silly for Mr. Robert. Second, rocks with smiley faces on them. So between you and me, this rock story that I'm about to share with you was actually very motivational for me. Like when I first heard this story as a freshman or a sophomore in college, I knew that I could be a successful entrepreneur. It kept me going because if this person could do it, so could I. So Gary Dahl got tired of hearing his friends complain about how much work it was to take care of their pets. I mean, every single 6-year-old wants a cute little puppy or catty, but nobody wants to clean up their poop. This sparked an idea in Gary's mind. What if you could have all the benefits of a pet without having to take care of it? That's exactly what Gary did. Gary Dahl took rocks and then he packaged them in a box. And then he put some breathing holes in the box and then he put in some instructions on how to take care of your new pet rock. And then he sold millions of these rocks to parents for $4 a piece. What? What's so special about a rock in a box? Anybody could do that. Well, that's the interesting part. Gary marketed how you could have a pet without the hassle, and this creative genius made Gary a multi-millionaire. I guess a rock in a box doesn't sound so stupid to me anymore. Third, what do you do with your used underwear? If you're like most people, you take your used underwear once it's worn out and you throw it away or you recycle it. But apparently, some people like to smell it. Ew, what? The founders of a website called Panty realized this and they came in and they created this huge online marketplace where people can come and buy and sell used underwear because apparently people like that kind of stuff. Now, if you're wondering who in the world in their right mind would pay for somebody else's used underwear to smell, let me just put it this way. This company has over 500,000 active and paying users. Let's just move on before this gets too weird. Fourth, how much would you pay for air? Companies like Vitality Air are taking nice, cool mountain air and they're putting it in a bottle, or maybe they just open a bottle and seal it, or maybe they open the bottle and they let the air soak in. I don't know how they do it, but they bottle air and then they send it to people who want to breathe some fresh mountain air from the comfort of their living room. That air is so delicious. Not a super complex idea, but this company is selling hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of air every single year to people around the world. Talk about making money out of thin air. And number 5, How much would you pay for a blank novel? So when the United States presidential election was happening in 2016 between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, there was a lot of political tension in the air. I wonder if I could bottle this tense air and sell it. During this heated political climate, a guy named Michael Knowles decided to write a book on the reasons to vote Democrat. The book is described as a comprehensive guide. It's 256 pages long and it's completely blank. Michael wrote this book, or I guess maybe he just printed this book as a funny parody during a time where political tensions were very high. And because he was creative and the first person to really execute this idea, he sold thousands and thousands of copies of this $10 book. I mean, Amazon has like 3,000 reviews of this book alone. And interestingly, this example also shows the value of being creative, because after this book was launched and got a whole bunch of publicity, somebody else came out and wrote a book called Reasons to Vote Republican, and this was also blank, but it didn't really pick up any traction. I'm not giving you these examples to tell you that you need to create something crazy or outrageous. I'm giving you these examples to demonstrate that anything is possible if you can understand how to execute. Your success depends on way more than just your idea. Your idea is just a small part. It's what you do with your idea that will make or break you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our video, hit that thumbs up button and share it with one friend so we can help spread the word. Don't miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every Wednesday and Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell below. That way you actually find out when our new videos are released. And as always, keep hustling.